Okay, so we back in the kitchen, we locked in. Sorry, man, I had to try to get all this stuff taken care of, and now we got everything recorded and everything. I'm sorry. We in the kitchen today with me cooking a nice meal consisting of some quinoa, and yes, some garbanzo beans. But first, we're gonna start off with the quinoa, and I want you guys to, take in some notes because we're gonna start working out as well, getting our body in check. Push-ups, all body weight, mostly body weight stuff, some 10, 15, 20-pound dumbbells, so on and so forth. But right now, this is some of the food that's gonna help us stay active and at a high frequency and able to give our body what it needs on a cellular level when it comes to protein, because we all hear that question when we eat plants: where do we get our protein from? Quinoa has 9 of the essential amino acids that are the building blocks to protein. So this is what we like to focus on in the plant-based world, or the vegan world, the vegetarian. We focus on amino acids. So we're going to take in, we got 4 cups in here, and every cup of water, we put a quarter cup of quinoa. So we're gonna put 4 cups of quarter cups in there, so a whole cup. I'm not going to be talking this whole video. You guys will be able to come in and out and see me talking certain things sometimes here and there. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. It's nothing that, it's not scripted. None of that stuff, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anywho. Yeah. We're going to keep this on for about 20 minutes, the quinoa. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna grab our frying pan down here. And we live off grid in the jungle of Central America. So we have solar panels on our roof. We have a water well. We have a creek. We have a rain catchment system where our rain is caught off the side of our house into some gutters, leads down to a 600-gallon water cistern, and has a couple filters. We don't use the water to drink, but it's our source. It's a source of water. We use the water in the creek to water our fruit trees. We are at an off-grid food forest. And right now, we're just taking in some of the delicacies of being modern and eating a cooked meal with some quinoa, as well as some chickpeas and some, what else are we using? Some portobello mushrooms. Yes, we definitely are. Some portobello mushrooms, and we like to rinse off our portobello mushrooms and we take those in and consume them, right? So we're gonna throw that in there like this. Bam. Got a couple more over here. I need a little bit more. You good? Oh, it's in your way? You good? You can swing it open. Okay, so now, yeah. So we're gonna put those in there. Maybe let's see. I think that's enough. That's enough right there. Wash them off real good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get all the craziness off of there, everything you can. Now, mind you, we live off grid, so this is well water. This is all well water. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with it to me. I haven't been sick. May of 2025, February of 2026. That's the date range. I haven't been sick yet, so I don't think it's a problem. I don't think anybody else that's been here that's tried it has been sick. Like I said, it's ran through the filter, and I don't think you can go wrong with that. I would like to do 4 filters, but right now it's only 2. Who knows, in the future we might add another one, but right now that's what it is. Gotta keep your eyes on the quinoa. And what I like to do is I like to put in a little salt. I'm gonna say about a teaspoon. Get them taste buds right. Bam. 2 teaspoons. I did do 4 scoops. That sounds about right. Huh? Y'all be using these mushroom things right here? Cause I sure am. I think they taste really good. Since I don't eat meat, this is the meat replacement. A lot of y'all out there eat meat. I know a lot of y'all aren't vegetarians, y'all aren't vegan. That's okay. Y'all can still tune in and get this good education on how to cook you a nice meal that is healthy. I mean, your body, health is wealth. Wealth is health. You know what I'm saying? Gotta put what you want in your body, what you want out of it. You finish everything? And the meal still tastes fresh and tasty. And we don't use too many oils, none of that stuff. And if we are using oils, it's usually avocado or coconut. And maybe some grapeseed oil every once in a while. I don't really buy it so often. I used to. I don't have anything against it. And some grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil. I like grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil, avocado oil, walnut oil. And the more you start to get into these different oils, you see how much the more expensive they get. Shit, avocado oil is expensive. Walnut oils, all that shit is crazy. When you get past that bullshit that they do in McDonald's and Arby's and that canola and that crappy shit, you start to pay for your health. And as you can see, the medicine is in the plants. The herbs are for the healing of the nation. That's what they say. Preferably, I'd rather be right here in paradise. I was going to say I'd rather be in paradise, but I'm already in paradise. Just drinking coconuts. You know what I'm saying? Did you finish everything, or you just kind of like good? You can do your thing. I mean, I was really just recording the video just to show the meal, but I ain't really. I can let this shit, the music play. I don't really care to be talking during the whole video. I'm just talking because I'm okay. Okay, so now that the oil is poured, the portobello mushrooms are in, we have turned this on, okay? We've turned that on. What we're gonna do next is we're going to rinse off our chickpeas. I don't really care for the chickpeas in the can. We do have the ones that we have to soak as well, but since we wanna be quick tonight, 20-minute, 25-minute meal that we takes us to prepare, we're gonna go with the can. And then we rinse those off really good. Because that stuff that they put in there, the preservatives for the chickpeas, we're not going to be naive here. We know that they put preservatives in the chickpeas. We aren't totally organic off the land now. I ain't going to sit here and fake that because I can't, and I wouldn't anyway. But the thing is, Yeah, we not all the way off the grid. We still eat some things that we have to go to the store to get. And we all know when we put everything on that. So I'm gonna put it in here so when that it'll just go be surrounded by the walls of the basin. Right? Just throw that in there like that. Let him begin to soften down. And then once it softens down, throw a little bit of salt on that joint. Bean. You throw a few other seasonings there. Got a few herbals up there, some herbs up there, mango leaf, holy thistle, calendula, cordonosillo negro, olive leaves, yellow dock, chaparral, sarsaparilla, damiana. You know, we got it all. We got from the front to the back. You know what I'm saying? Yellow dock, contribo, guaco, coco meca, sarsaparilla, muclay, gumbo limbo. You know what I'm saying? Star anise. You know what I mean? We got it all. You want to get right and get your body in tune. We have all the proper herbs to turn you around, you know, and get your body back into homeostasis. You know what I'm saying? Get all that mucus out and, you know, start to live on a wealthy level, because wealth is health in my book. And without it, we're not going anywhere. Yeah, it's just nice to have some money and I guess to be able to do nice things, but if you got money and your health ain't right, then we all know that you're not going nowhere. You'll be sitting in someone's nursing home, you know, begging for help, paying for help, you know. So at this point in the game for me, the older I get, I want to continue to preserve my body, because we only get one and we're not going to be here forever. So when I'm here, I want to be living at the highest tier I can. You know, and these aren't the highest tier foods. I know I'm a contradictory right now, but you know, these are still some of the foods that causes less mucus in the body, you know, is still able to digest and extract and assimilate the minerals and nutrients that these foods do have to offer. Some people say once you cook the food, you know, it kills all the energy. Energy never dies. Energy never dies. So if this chickpea, this garbanzo bean was grown from a seed, you know, the energy is not dead. It's just in your body now, and you're able to utilize it. You know, so I don't agree with that. So, but I do believe once you cook the foods, it does lessen the effect that it could have if you don't. You know, so I preferably know that eating high raw, mostly high water content foods are the way to go for supreme health on this planet. I believe that. Coconut waters, bananas, papaya, watermelon, green or red peppers, key limes, cucumber, avocado, yeah, cherry tomatoes, you know what I mean? And now we have the garbanzo beans, the mushrooms, the quinoa, and that's a meal. We cut a whole avocado up and we make that, throw that on, you know what I mean? And then we have a whole meal that we are now nourishing our body, and we don't have to worry about feeling all heavy after we eat and not able to get rid of the waste the next morning, or, you know, a couple hours later, however efficiently your body is operating. We understand what's going on here. And if you're staying in tune with your body, we really come with that workout regimen too. I don't want to call it a regimen. I'm just going to call it what we do. That's what we do. And if you want to tap in with that, I think that eventually it's time to go ahead and show people how to take care of their body the right way on a consistent basis, as opposed to tapping in once every year. You know what I mean? But really get into it and make sure that we delivering a message with it and help somebody. Because really, again, I've been doing this vegetarian veganism thing for 8 years now. And just because you are a quote unquote vegan, that doesn't make you necessarily healthy. And we are seeing that with several people that's in the quote unquote vegetarian community are coming down with certain things and illnesses. But, you know, it is neither here nor there. We here, they there. And we don't even We don't even subscribe to really the veganism thing, but we do. I say that because I do still wear leather, and you know, I'm not really doing it for the animals. I'm doing it for me, and the animals benefit from me not eating them. So you basically are looking good on all fronts when it comes to that. But I don't necessarily have to be. And you say, well, you still wear. Look, I'm not getting into it like that. I'm just not. You know, I still wear leather. It's not something I seek out. It's just something I know that is in some of the products probably in this house. I don't know everything that's in these products in this home. I'm not that on it. You know, I am extreme in certain ways, but I'm not on it in that way. You know, and if that's what you do, if that's what you don't do, whatever you do, it's what I do. I'm just sharing it with you, and y'all can get to know me a little bit better when it comes to my food, how I take care of my body, how I'm able to look good at this age. And I say that confidently, and I want to continue to keep building on that, you know, as I get older, feeling more comfortable as in my skin, because a lot of people don't talk about that, getting older and the pressures of, I don't want to call it the pressures, but you know, the how should I put it? Your body changing, and you don't look as good as you once was. I really don't hear. I mean, you see these celebrities, they get there's work done to them and all that stuff, but you know, outside of that, I don't really be hearing. I don't know. I've seen a couple people getting work done before, you know, in LA, but it's you know, to each his own. I don't. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You know, I don't really. I don't personally want anything done to my body ever. I thought about getting braces years ago to straighten my teeth up, and when I changed my lifestyle and started to eat these high water content foods, my teeth started to shift in the right direction. It's crazy. And a lot of the feeling and a lot of everything that I was having with my teeth has started to, and it's just crazy. Like, and there's a couple books out there on this, you know, when it comes to the lifestyle and the diet. I like to say life, not die. So lifestyle, you know, they say how eating raw foods, you know, plays a huge part on dental hygiene and all that stuff. You know, but anywho, yes, we still here with it, still cooking. Everything is getting simmered down. We got the quinoa, it's almost done. I'm gonna put this back. I usually like to clean up as I'm going, but as you can see, I'm using these two pots. I get the frying pan and I got this pot. And I use the board. I can clean that up right now. Got some dishes up there that I haven't cleaned. Oh, this probably not, yeah, this got some time to roll, you know, but that's okay. I'm gonna put that 2 teaspoons of sea salt in here, right? And then when it's done, throw a little bit of, maybe a little spice in there, maybe oregano or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not really rocket science to take care of your body. What it is a lot of people, they're addicted to the sugars. They're addicted to the foods, the preservatives and everything that's feeding the parasites. See, parasites don't like papaya seeds and papaya and things like that. You know, when you start putting things like that, meat, those preservatives, all them big words on the ingredients, you don't understand what's going on, your body becomes compromised. And for me, I can look at what I've been doing for my life and realize that, and even now, like, I still am dealing with I don't want to say, I shouldn't even use this word, I'm still dealing with mental problems from decades ago that still are plaguing me, but I just don't allow them. And sometimes I do allow them to control my day. You know, pain runs deep. You know, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. Only thing people really care about is the success story. You know, they like to see the glitz and the glam, but everything else they don't really care about. They don't care about the man. I don't want to say most people. Some people do. You know, but and for those of y'all that are tuned in and still tapped in, I appreciate y'all. You know, this is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health. hit that like button, share the video, subscribe. Somebody's trying to get healthy who's eating meat. You do not have to eat meat to get healthy. You can have you some portobello mushrooms, some oyster mushrooms, get you some chickpeas, some lentils. I don't really eat lentils, but some people do. We have some quinoa in here. You get you an avocado, get your same seasonings that you put on that chicken and that pork chop and that beef, whatever you're doing, you can put the same seasonings on this and make it taste just as good. And if you're saying you're not getting full, then make a larger portion. And that's the problem anyway. We're eating too much. We're not giving the digestive system enough time to rest, right? So with that being said, sometimes it's okay to fast and take a break and give your digestive system the time to rest. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's okay to do that. We don't always have to be running and jumping and doing all this. We don't have to do that. We could sit down the same way you might, when you get sick, you don't want to eat nothing, so y'all be trying. I can't eat. You shouldn't be eating. You should be just letting your system rest, letting your digestive system rest so your body can go into healing other areas, because we know that the digestive system takes some of the most energy in the body. It utilizes the most energy. When you start to eat, you eat a real heavy meal. Some of y'all be eaters, the cornbread, macaroni and cheese. Yes. Big ass piece of steak, seafood. Y'all know when y'all eat them meals, y'all ready to lay down and go to sleep. Then y'all want to take it for leftovers, and on break after break, you ready to lay down and go to sleep. That's why the performance go down after break, because you eat that meal and you ready to go lay down and take a nap. But you got to go back to work. So now you lollygagging, you think about going home and hitting that sack. We don't be thinking about that. I know how, I used to work that 9 to 5. Every morning I used to take the same thing every day to work. Every day. I was on a budget back then. I'm still on a budget. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still on a budget, but we eat off the land, so everything is in abundance. We not on no budget when it comes to eating off the land. Even though this isn't off the land, we preparing for if we have to eat off the land. And we still gonna eat off the land anyway, because we eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. So why not produce our own? So we know exactly what's in it and what's not in it, which is those pesticides, those herbicides, those insecticides, them germicides, them homicides, whatever they are, they killing us. You know what I mean? And I just like to stay away from it as much as I possibly can. You know what I mean? And that's what we've been doing. We're gonna continue to do. And I think this quinoa is just about finished. I think we're gonna let it just sit here and completely finish. Some people like their quinoa fluffy. I just don't want no dried, burnt quinoa. It's fluffy's cool. And it gotta be tasty. Gotta be tasty. Not too wet. Not too wet. I mean, I don't want it too wet. Not in this area. Okay, so this is the end of this video here. We have completed the meal. As you can see, we got some quinoa, we have white quinoa, we have some garbanzo beans mixed in with the mushrooms, seasoned very well, also with the avocado that's seasoned really, really well. Really good for your health. Anyone out there looking for some nutritions, foods that want to work out, this is really good for people that want to work out because the quinoa has 9 of the essential amino acids that are the building blocks to protein. So for those of y'all that are out there that's worried about the protein from the meat, you don't got to worry about it. You got the avocado, you got the chickpeas, and the quinoa. And this is a complete package. You can add some other things to it if you want, but this is perfect as it is. And with that, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. This is See Thy Wealth, water your health. Drink a glass of water. Here's a quick view.